What a fucking tune. What a tune. What a tune. Welcome, everybody. How are you all doing? How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to some more Payday 3. And possibly, actually, no, not possibly. Definitely the last time I'm streaming Payday 3 during Mania. And possibly the last time I stream before the current Twitch drops end. We'll see. Bring back N7 cap. Honestly, Ribbons, the reason I'm wearing this one today is because it is bigger at the back. And it's so hot in my room, I need to have my fucking head have a chance to breathe. I need at least some air getting into the back of my head. So we're wearing the big Crime Boss cap. And just like I wore it last time, the Payday 3 stream, it's not some big statement, you know. It's not me going, hey, play Crime Boss instead. You can still ask me which one I prefer, and I'll still tell you I prefer Crime Boss right now. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy Payday 3. But if you compare the two, I don't need to say it. But anyway, Troy confirms he likes it bigger in the back. I like the my paycheck's bigger in the back. I don't even know what that means, but donate, thanks. Welcome everyone. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Yeah. Something I just kind of alluded to in the chat very quickly then was I'm gonna start diversifying stream content again next week, I think, or at least soon. Because we've been doing a lot of Payday and Crime Boss, and fucking hell, that's big. I need to shrink the size of Twitch alerts down. Sheesh, why are you so large? There we go. That's a good point to pause the music. But yeah, I want to try and diversify content a little bit. Just because I'm enjoying doing Payday and Crime Boss, but especially yesterday, Crime Boss didn't do quite as well. So like the high for Crime Boss is worn off a little bit, so we can pause that a bit. And we can still do weekly Payday streams, but I kind of want to get back to the variety streaming angle of where I was at before, and I definitely want to revisit doing some other stuff. So some emulator games, maybe a couple of odd sponsor streams. I've got booked in for Hitman 3-1. I got a code for a new DLC pack that I added for the whole Conor McGregor elusive target, and I've got, I think, about another 10 days left to do that stream. So I might do it next week, I might do it the week after. So like that's gonna happen. But also, yes, Ribbons, I would like to go back to Baldur's Gate 3. I would like to do that. I don't know whether I'm going to do that immediately. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer because I haven't even gone back into playing it casually myself yet, just generally. But yeah, I want to try and diversify the content a little bit more, especially over summer while things are so quiet for me. I really want to do more other stuff. So if you're watching the stream right now for Payday Fun, welcome. If you aren't already following the stream, please consider dropping a follow. Also, I realised I pointed out the follow notification being too big, but didn't read your name out. So Crusader Dude Y9, thank you very much. But yeah, feel free to tune in for other streams when I do other stuff. I really would appreciate it. I know we don't get as much attention, but it would be nice to get a few people checking out other things. Sometimes people check them out and get pleasantly surprised that I am slightly funny still in other games. It's crazy, I know. But yeah, I see people asking some random questions, random bits. We're going to get into it now, but let's at least get... Let me just get something out of the way first, folks, just to clarify the title of the stream, because a couple of people have already asked. The reason the title of the stream is playing Mania, but also not, is because I'm not particularly a big fan of this event. As more time's gone by, the more negative I've begun to feel about it, and for the context of people watching the VOD, because the VOD channel's going to get updated soon, I keep saying it, but it is going to happen. Noli just put out a video at the time of recording this, at the time of streaming this, talking about Mania, and pretty much everything he said in it is pretty much how I'm feeling. And I know he gets a lot of shit right now for being like a big negative Nancy, and I do think that's partially undeserved. I think, you know, I can understand the criticism, and I'm sure he can, because he is being more negative, but I think he's got higher standards than I have for one thing. I'm just looking to have a bit of fun and be happy with that. He wants it to be really strong, and I don't blame him for that. But if there was ever a video where him being super negative is definitely unjust, it's that one. Because he was completely on the money with everything he said there. And usually I agree with a lot of what he says anyway, but like this one in particular. So my sentiment towards this event is, I think he said poor idea, worse execution. I think it was a decent idea, maybe even a good idea, but terrible execution. I think I'm more on the extremes of the two. I think it was a better idea than maybe he suggested it is, but it's a far worse execution. I just think, being blunt, I don't think there are many ways this event could have gone worse. The masks are not progressing. There's no indication in-game as to what's going on. The reception among the community doesn't seem to be very strong towards it. Lol user with the follow, thank you very much. So I'm just putting it out there, 'cause I don't want to spend 2 hours bitching about this. Because it's not what I'm like. And I was talking to my mum about this earlier, and she was saying, you know, because I was actually, funny enough, talking to her about Noli's video, because I was watching it a bit while I was cooking our dinner, because I'm a lovely son. And she was like, well, yeah, weren't you negative for a while? And I was like, yeah, but the only reason I stopped is because I am a naturally optimistic person. and I like to find the good in things. And once it got to the point where everyone else was pointing out how negative I got, that was a moment for me to reflect and go, right, you need to fucking chill out and just focus on the good things. But it doesn't mean that when I think particularly strongly about something in a negative fashion, I won't talk about it. And here, I think it's deserving of it. So, for anyone wondering what my general thoughts on Mania are, I'm going to do a video on it probably on Tuesday. I'm going to wait and see how the event ends, if there's any immediate feedback from Starbreeze on the Monday, and then do a video on Tuesday talking about it. I might wait till Wednesday, because they do like to communicate on Tuesdays sometimes, especially with the Play with Almir stream. But we'll see. We'll see. So, I will do a video on it, but I'm just not very impressed with the event, personally. So, as much as I said on social media, oh, I'm backing the Shakedown Sharks, oh, I'm playing Bank Heist, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I am not going to put any thought whatsoever into what heists I play today. Mario Topak already did the same thing. He just played whatever the fuck he wanted. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I don't think Payday 3 is in a situation right now where it can afford to have its players only playing 2 heists at a time. And another really good point, just one more I want to make, is I find it so funny that despite Boys in Blue being this amazing comeback that Almir himself pointed out in our interview, playing Boys in Blue or buying the DLC doesn't have any contribution towards the event. Surely you'd want people to play the DLC heist and progress towards the masks, and therefore promote sales of your DLC, which is a good DLC in most people's opinions. That feels like a huge missed opportunity. Maybe it just screams into the fact that this is an event they've been planning for 6 months and they haven't refreshed it in the last month or so. I don't know. But either way, that's me getting my thoughts out the way, because like I said, I don't want to bog down the stream with 2 hours of me being like, this is shit. Because I don't like it very much, but I don't want to bog down the mood of the stream. So, if you're coming in now, welcome. I hope you enjoy. We're going to have a couple of hours just chilling, talking, playing some Payday, having a good time. And I also, just a general bit of feedback, I'd like to know what you guys think in terms of other content for streams going forward. Like, what games you want to see me play? Whether it's ones I've played before, ones I haven't. It doesn't mean I'll listen to it, and it also doesn't mean that, you know, just because a couple of people agree that I will play it, because I have to... My rule for Twitch streams has always been I balance what I enjoy with what the audience enjoys. And I like to try and make sure I balance that appropriately. So we will see. We will see. Sonic, please. Hey, Vanek, you don't even have to ask me. I will be streaming Shadow Generations when that comes out. That's a guarantee. I'm going to look into getting a review code, but much like Life is Strange Double Exposure, if I don't get one, I really don't give a shit, because I'm going to buy it anyway. There are a few games like that where I'm like, I will just buy it regardless. Like, I don't give a shit. So, we'll see. We'll see. But then again, I don't even know if I'm going to stream Life is Strange when it comes out. I have a bit of a funny thing about that. If you're newer to my community, you won't know, but Life is Strange is a very personal series to me, and I really cherish those games quite deeply and, like, personally. And I tend to play them myself first and then stream them, which I know kind of defeats the point of a choice-based game, but for me, I like being absorbed in that little world for, like, ideally playing it all in one day, setting myself a day to play the entire thing. And I just don't think I'd do that on stream and also be able to relax in the same way. So I just don't know. I might change my mind. I might do. And I might do a full day stream, but I just don't know. So I'm just putting it out there if anyone's... Oh, Game Freak just asked the question, so in case you're wondering. But yeah, I saw people asking things about roadmaps and compensation items. If you have questions about Payday stuff, throw them in the chat and I will answer them. But yeah, that's a couple of bits of managerial shit out of the way. So, should we play some Payday? Let's fucking do it. Someone has already joined, Tony. To be fair, Tony texted me the other day and he went, so how does it work with the Payday event? Do I need to just play all the heists or one heist? And I said, just play one heist. And I literally messaged him and went, honestly, just join my stream on Friday and then you've entered the event. And he went, okay. The motherfucker joined before I even asked. I honestly respect it. I honestly respect it. So, chat, let's do what we did when Sea Dog was on stream. Let's have a keyword, and the first 2 people to say the keyword in my chat get invited to the lobby. Sound fair? I think that's a good way to keep it going, to be honest, going forward. We'll see. So, can the first 2 people to say the word... Ooh, what word? Let's have something appropriate for what we just said. Sonic. First 2 people to say Sonic. I'll invite you to. Provided I've got you added. If I don't have you added, then it's going to struggle here. Right, Ribbons and Miklo. I don't think I have you added, Miklo, but have you sent me a friend request on Nebula? If not, then Nexus, you'll be next up. Because I think I've got you added, Nexus, if I'm correct. Oh, I don't. Oh, I thought I had you added. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I will give other people chances to play. Right, I'm going to remove some of these friend requests because I don't know a lot of these usernames, and I'm gonna clear things out. So, any names I definitely don't recognize whatsoever, which are all of those. I'll wait for a little bit. It's Xbox you played before. Alright, okay, alright. So let's just see what's going on first with Miklo. Miklo, where are you? Have you sent me a friend request on Nebula? What's happening? There you Just delete a couple more that I don't recognise. There's a couple of usernames I think I recognise, but I don't see them in the chat, so I'll leave off on those for now. Yeah, if you want to send me a friend request, spaces, sorry, Noel, not one word. When you search users, type out red space archer space live, and then some results should come up. You can see my full username in the top right corner there. The one in brackets is the actual Nebula username, but they're both the same, Xbox and Nebula. You think you've sent one? What is your Nebula username? Because it should pop up, and I should be able to spot you when it happens, but... Oh, I should just invite Ribbons while we're waiting. I don't know why I haven't done that. Ribbons, there you are, Disco Diva. Let's not do an ad just yet. Not just yet. Miko Boy. Okay. Be sure you've sent it to the right account, because I feel like the friend request should have come through by this point. Make sure it was red space archer space live. Did Payday get an update? Sorry if this question's asked a lot. You should only be sorry if you're not following the Twitch. Let's find out. Are you following? You're following, yeah, so that's fine. You're allowed. No, I'm taking the piss. I'm glad you are following though. No update. There's no update coming in July, as far as we know. So should be one next month. And before you need to restart, I'm not restarting. There's Miko Boy, fantastic. If it hadn't worked, I'd just wasted and invited someone else and then accepted it like next heist. I found out in Elizabeth's stream yesterday that if for some reason you can't invite certain people, you can circumvent that issue by leaving a space free in your lobby and setting your game to friends only, then the player you can't invite will be able to join you from social media. That is true. However, as a streamer, that opens up the chance to anyone you've added, which at this point is starting to build up, to just join in. So it's risky. But yeah, I'm aware. Thank you. I appreciate that, mate. Eventful Bunyan with a follow. Thank you very much. What a username. I have pressed accept on the friend request, but as luck would have it, it is not fucking accepting. Nebula! We love a Nebula moment, don't we? We love a Nebula moment. Come on. Oh, fuck's sake. Have to given out the syntax error commentation. I'm sorry, Basket Payday Sport is terrible. Have to... Oh, have they given them out yet? Not that I'm aware of, no. Like, the thing is, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure they're in the game files, because I think I've seen people saying that people have got mods to unlock and activate them already on PC. So I think they're in the game files. The problem is they're just not being handed out, I think. But I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to run my mouth off too much there. So I was under the impression, I was thinking they just start showing up in people's accounts. But I don't know for sure. So we'll have to just see. Hopefully they're added soon. Why is it not accepting Miko's friend request? What is happening here? Right, okay, Miko, what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to invite Nexus because he's the next one down, and then hopefully by the time I play a heist, it'll accept your friend request, then you can join the next one. No, I'm not reporting somebody. No, go away. So Nexus, you are on Xbox. Were you in my chat requests? Or, yep, there you are. I see you. Look how many of those fucking spam messages I'm getting for is it Fortnite accounts or... No, Temu Create. It's insane how spam accounts are everywhere on this fucking thing. Oh, wait, hang on, it's accepted Miko's. Right, I will invite Miko then. And then Nexus, you can get in the next one. Cool, alright. Freaking hell. We are finding hard to achieve the mass target, Mass Mania, as I've been non-stop on the grind. Shark Shakedown, and it's not moved very far. Yeah, it's just... Again, I'm going to try not to spend 2 hours talking about it, but man. Actually, I haven't got the progress on the screen, if anyone fucking cares. What is the progress? Oh, I've got to interact with the source. Oh, this fucking system, man. It's so stupid. Again, it's like the tiniest, most insignificant thing, but I mean, come on, man. You had this nailed in Payday 2, where the fucking green screen assets had their own window. 41% on Shakedown Shark. I mean, come on. Right, do you know what? Let's just mix it up and quick play it. I don't really care what heist we get into. Just let the game pick one. Can you download Temu over spare £15 gift card? You know what you could do? You could just donate £15. But Troy, that's not how the gift card works. I know. I don't care. I want your money. Give it to me. Cook off for short. It better not be cook off, man. If it's cook off, we're cooking 3 bags and leaving. I'm telling you now. There we go. I'm just checking notifications. Murky Station or bust. My guess is I'm going to get Touch the Sky. Xbox users get is I check the value of a Fortnite account. Yeah, I've got those too. I've got a lot of those. Ugh. fucking pain in the ass they are, I'll tell you what. I've just seen a comment on my YouTube video saying that Starbreeze were too optimistic with their requirements for Mania. And that's true. I commented on Noli's video, but one thing I said was I was really kind of like disappointed. Purely because Starbreeze said they'd set the goals based on current player counts and said that 2 masks should be easy to get. And then, well, as you can see, they're not. Oh, I don't know, man. It's going to be Cock of Turbid. What's Cock of Turbid? What does that mean, Ellie? Do you mean cock or turbid? Or what have we got? Road Rage. Alright, I suppose. Additional secure point. I also feel like, by the way, I'm at a point now where I've kind of worn out of like the Payday hype from Boys in Blue. I'm kind of starting to wear out thin a little bit. I think if Mania had been a bit more inventive to play, or a bit more insightful to play, I would have cared more about playing the game, but I just don't. I've literally done 4 Crime Boss roguelike completions in the last like 2 or 3 days. Just playing that at the minute. Boys in Blue honeymoon phase is over, sadly. Yes, it is. Captain Wince for the follow, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. Anyone else got one to secure the unlocked stronger signal? Anyone got stronger signal? If not, I can activate that and someone else can bring additional secure point. I don't mind. You just tell me what to bring, people. There we go. Cool. Thank you, Ribbon, to see you the one who did that, I can tell. Hamburger. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I've been sent photos by one of my friends. Let me see what she sent me. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I have a friend who's doing like a scrapbook of Baldur's Gate 3 characters, and she's just done 2 pages on Minthara, and they look very cool. Gonna put very good, very cool. Looks like the diversion worked. The truck should be here any moment. Don't know why I put it in caps, but all right, let's go, friends. So yeah, one thing I was saying about earlier that I do still want suggestions on though is more games you want me to play. I know I've done like channels in the Discord being like stream game voting, and I've not really paid attention to it, and I apologize for that, but I think one of my biggest problems is I have good ideas and sometimes lack of motivation or just fucking brain chemistry with my brain means to just move on quickly. Like for one thing, I did that channel asking for help on my Crime Boss video, the big how-to video, and that video's just not happened. But for the record, I do still plan to make that video. I just haven't got around to it for several reasons. One being that some Payday stuff's been enough to keep me busy for the time being. Another thing is that big videos take a lot of effort and a lot of motivation, and often I struggle to find that with content. Especially when it's not like always the most successful thing. It's hard, it's weird. But I do appreciate getting suggestions for games and stuff, even if I don't follow through on them. So if anyone's got any ideas for things you want to see me play, do let me know. I'm going to try and come up with a bit more of a reliable stream schedule. Not necessarily specific days, but at least like a set frequency where like I definitely stream 3 times a week kind of thing. And I'll make sure one's Payday 3, keep up the Payday attention. Because I'm still enjoying playing Payday 3. Fucking hell, you can get hit by the truck. I'm still enjoying playing Payday 3 casually. And I'd like to have it in a place like Payday 2 where I played it once every week. I haven't published a video in a few weeks between creative issues and my back infection. Back infection? What's wrong with your back? You alright? Back infection doesn't sound like a very common thing. Been grinding road rage today. Have you, Gunda Sail? I don't know how to say your name. Either way. I did a few ice on my own in an effort to help Disco Molly, but it's quickly started feeling like I know I'm helping, but it doesn't even kind of feel like it, so stop caring about the event. Honestly, that's the thing, Game Freak. The thing is, it's a community event, right? So you're meant to feel like you're part of a wider community, but when things are going up as slowly as they are, I don't think that helps with motivation. Like, I'll put my cards on the table. With the Payday 2 events, like with the piggy banks and stuff, I didn't play them outside of either getting footage early for videos or streaming them. But that was because, at the time in Payday 2, I'd already clocked out of playing casually. I've made no bones about this, but if you're new to my content, the last 2 or so years of Payday 2, I was only playing it for content's sake. It wasn't like I wasn't enjoying it, but as a casual player, I'd kind of clocked out and had enough of, like, the casual angle of Payday 2. So I was playing it purely for content's sake, and so once Payday 3 came out, there was genuinely no reason for me to keep playing Payday 2. And that's why I made the point at the time where I was like, if I'm not going to play Payday 3, I just won't play Payday. I'm not going back to Payday 2. I've already reached the terminus with it. So Payday 3 should not be in that same situation where if there's an event, I'm only playing it for content's sake. But that's happening here. The reason it's happening here, though, is because I don't think it's a particularly good event. It's not a lack of casual interest, you know what I mean? Starting to run out of Payday 3 hype. I like playing, but I can't take this anymore. I think, it's like I said, I think monthly updates are really helping the game. But obviously, they've just started the pattern, and now this month there isn't one. For whatever reason, whether it's because things weren't ready or because of the holiday. I would have hoped they'd have had an update ready before everyone went on holiday. Unfortunately, that's not happened. But I genuinely do think had this event been a bit more involved, a bit more interesting, and a bit more engaging for the community, that would have made up for it. I really do think that. But, I mean, I think there's going to be another Twitch drop soon, is there? Is it happening right after this? Or, I don't know. I think I've heard Almir in his streams tease that the next Twitch drop is going to be his mask. I don't know if there's any truth to that or if I misinterpreted it, but I think I heard him saying that in one of his streams. So I don't know if that means it'll kick off right after this one, or if it'll be later on. I don't know. Slicky with the follow, thank you very much. Slickly, sorry. So yeah, the fact that maybe a Twitch drop and then this event are the only big things in July, it just ruins that momentum. So I think it's gonna be quite natural for people like you, Ellie, like me, who are gonna be like, do you know what, I'm not feeling motivated right now to play. But hopefully, in August, that will change back. Games like these, especially in today's climate, they just need constant attention and constant reasons to bring people back in. There are so many games nowadays that are desperately fighting for people's attention. So when a game under-delivers on content compared to a competitor, then it struggles. It's for that reason that I think it'll be interesting the other way around. I mean, Crime Boss is not a bigger franchise than Payday anyway, but it's been pulling in better numbers than on Steam a lot of the time. Might have dipped off recently, but the next Crime Boss main update now isn't scheduled until September, I believe. And that means definitely in August, when Payday 3's third DLC presumably comes out, we'll have a lot more attention on Payday than Crime Boss. Whereas right now, for me as a casual player, outside of content creation, Crime Boss is more encapsulating than Payday 3 to me this month because it got an actual update that was interesting, where Payday 3 didn't. See what I mean? It's about maintaining that attention. So, we live in a generation where people can't watch TikToks without Subway Surfers for taking up half the screen, you know? I played Payday 2 Crime Wave for years, and even I'm starting to struggle to Payday 3. Yeah, valid. Very valid. Very, very valid.
Keep moving down the scaffolding, quickly.
Go down!
There. Strap yourselves in and rappel down.
Strap yourselves in, people. I hope that because July has nothing, we get DLC 3 and the free heist in August and not just DLC 3. That would be the better way of doing things, and it would certainly make up for the lack of momentum this month, definitely. Whether they will do that, though, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
And those rare earth elements will give us a lot of cash.
A lot of cash. That's the other thing as well. Someone asked about the roadmap, I think, earlier. And what I will just say is, whenever this roadmap does release now, they can't call it a summer roadmap. They can't. For the simple reason being that if we label seasons purely by their months, I know autumn technically starts like mid-September, but if we actually look objectively month-wise, that summer is June, July, August, we're now halfway through summer, more than halfway through summer. So it would be a joke to call it a summer roadmap now. So I really hope they don't try and do that, because I would be like, come on, man, come on. I think there's clearly other things going on that are holding them back. I can't see it that Starbreeze have the roadmap and just aren't putting it out. But I don't know. Again, I don't want to comment too much on that. Whatever's holding it up needs to stop holding it up. Whatever it may be. Because it's one of those things that will just help get the audience back on board, and it's just languishing, you know? It's just languishing, and it sucks. Either way, right, if you three could please leave the party, thank you very much, and then we'll invite 3 more people. And then we'll go from there. Almir said they need to talk about it internally. Yeah, it could be higher ups then. It could be Plowns putting a stop to it. I don't know. I don't want to comment one way or the other because I just don't know for sure what's causing it, right? It's not public information. But, by the way, is that massive hit marker a feature of Xbox or a mod? For some reason, Troy likes that big ass hit marker. Fuck you, Tony. Leave my game. Leave my party. I included you too. Unless you want to stay. In which case, I might allow you to stay. I might do. I might do. If you're really nice to me, Tony, say sorry and I'll let you stay, Tony. Say sorry. You've got until I wipe my nose to say sorry, or else I kick you out with Das Boots. I'll do one more. You gotta say sorry. Say sorry right now, bitch. Come on. Tony's my IRL friend, I can say this. I'd love it if he just left the game rather than say sorry. I honestly think it's possible. Thought I was your bitch. For the record, Ribbons, let's not have this bit, okay? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Sorry, princess. Fine, I'll let you off. All right. So let's do another round of I say a word. First people to say the word get into the lobby. So the word this time. Can you send in the chat the word? I'm just trying to think. I'm always trying to think of a word that's appropriate for what we've just been talking about. What have we just been talking about? The event being a bit mid. All right, the word is mid. The word's mid. First people to say mid. Nexus won it. That's so appropriate. I love it. I love it. And Dan FNV, have I got you added, Dan? If I haven't, you need to send me a friend request. But I love that the guy who was literally next in line got it first anyway. I love that. I love that. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, so who was the other one? Who did I say? Dan FNV. Where is your friend request? Or your Nebula name? Let me know quickly, or else Game Freak's gonna slip in. His username's right there. It's right there. I'm just waiting to just push that right stick. Just wait. I'm ready. I'm primed. I'll push that right stick in. Dan, if you don't say something, brother. You don't say something. Maybe you've got to send me the friend request. I'm going to invite Game Freak, just because I want to keep at the pace. You need to send me a friend request. I will accept it, and then I will send you invites. I'm not sending out friend requests. It'll just take 50 times longer. My Nebula's a piece of shit, and I'd rather we just keep up momentum. Last stream, it took us about an hour to get a fucking heist done, and I want the same thing happening over and over again. Never thought you'd be an Xbox player? Yeah, I've always been a console guy. I think it's so funny to me now that there's a good chunk of people in my audience who don't realize that I kind of found my audience with Payday via console. There's just so many people that just don't know that now because it's been so long, which is like a really strangely like humbling moment to me. It's so odd to think, because back then I was just known as the console boy. I remember at one point someone called me Console Shaw because I was like the console version of Connor Shaw, and now it's like no one really realizes. Also, my camera is so fucking dim. I'm turning the brightness up. Hang on. The fuck did you do to the audio? Console scum. You play on console too, Tony. Hello, Black Milk. How you doing there? Oh, I can't send Nebula. I've done it on Xbox. Okay, send me a friend request. Send me a message. Sorry, on Xbox, and then I'll know how to message. I'll know how to invite you on the next one. I love Payday Crime Wave, but oh my gosh, lack of content. Yeah, true. Do you use the normal Xbox controller? If so, can you show me how you grip it? What? It probably isn't, but why does that just sound like you're trying to feed a fetish? Oh yeah, show me how you grip that controller. Yeah, show me that. It just sounds wrong. It just sounds wrong. But yeah, it's the normal controller. I just hold it like that. So usually fingers up here for bumpers and triggers, and then thumbs on like the sticks and the right stick on the D-pad and the left stick, and then I move the thumb up to the left stick if need be. This is not a safe place to mock console players, noted. Motherfucker, say that again. Let's take the glasses off for that. How's your Brat summer going? Is it a Brat summer? Do we have to all be listening to Brat? I haven't been listening to it. I'm not a big Charlie XCX enjoyer. I've just not heard much of her. I don't know. I'm still kind of retroactively still having a Hit Me Hard and Soft summer, because that's still the best album that's come out recently for me. That controller got that dumpy. Excuse me? You have to? Shit, my bad, dude. Alright, I'll look into it. Ooh, onto the surface. Good shit. This is definitely a case of stealth till loud. So we go quiet as long as we can. As soon as it goes loud, we go for it. How have Game Freak and Nexus managed to have the exact same outfit combination on? That takes fucking dedication. Or are you two friends? If you two are friends, that'll make more sense. But I kind of hope you're not, because it's just a weird coincidence otherwise. We are not? That's fucking cool. I love that. Oh. Crime Wave had Golden Green Casino and Payday 3 doesn't. Therefore, Payday 3 sucks. It's so real. 360 is a bop, not gonna lie. Maybe I should listen to the album then. Do you know what's funny? It was, for the longest time, I thought Charlie XCX was one of the contestants on the UK X Factor. Because I got her confused with someone else, and I can't fucking remember what her name is. I can't remember what her name is, but there was someone with a very similar name who was on The X Factor when I was a kid. And I never thought she was, I didn't think she was particularly good. So then I saw the name Charlie XCX and then didn't listen to like any of her music because I thought it was that. Oh, come on! Right, do you know what? We're doing a little bit of stealth, at least a little bit. I'm not having to go loud before we're even in the fucking gallery. Fuck that. Restart. Does anyone know who I'm talking about? Because I don't fucking remember her name. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. X Factor Charlie. Charlie. What was her fucking name?
Lots of options.
What was
on
her
how to play
name?
this. You choose.
I don't remember her fucking name. That's gonna piss me off so much. I don't remember what her name was. Whatever. It's a very niche, like, UK-based question, so I don't imagine anyone's got a fucking clue what I'm talking about. I wish I remembered who I was talking about. Oh, come on!
So keep that in mind when you enter the exhibition. Our priority
We're doing a bit of stealth. I don't give a flying fuck. But I've never had this happen twice in a row. Why am I just being harassed by guards, man?
We already know the one called Shooting Gallery Redux is in Exhibition Room E1. Let's start there.
I'm in the building. Who the fuck? Me! You're watching the stream. You can see it's me. Come on. Fuck's sake. Streamer priv, they just spot you. What do you mean streamer priv? How's it streamer priv? Ugh. Fuck's sake.
Lots of options on how to play this. You choose.
Okay. If I get spotted again now, I'm turning the game off and I'm playing Crime Boss.
Let's get this party started.
There we go. Talking about Louisa Johnson. I'm not, no. I swear her name was Charlie something, and that was why I got confused. I appreciate you trying to answer the question for me, though. Alright.
We are primarily after the paintings Beckett needs for his client.
Who the fuck is Beckett?
Be able to get clues on where to look from the computer.
See, guys, I'm relevant. I comment on Payday memes. Oh, let me bring the controller closer. I want to chill.
Redux is in Exhibition Room E1. Why don't we start there?
That sounds like it fucking farted, bro. Okay, friends. See what's getting added. ARKs are literally just better. I don't know why I'm gonna pick up first aid kits. For a health build, you would want to pick up first aid kits. I personally would. So it just depends on your playstyle.
Devices like smartphones or tablets that could have QR codes stored on them. Look at
Don't let the
utility
camera
rooms
spot you.
or the staff areas.
By the way, if we end up managing to stealth this, that is a huge W. If we manage to fully stealth it, I'm down for it. I'm just bring in loud builds just purely so, you know, if it goes loud, we're set, which I think is most likely to do. You get penis adrenaline from first aids, though. Why did you have to describe it as penis adrenaline, Ellie? Why? Also, you don't if you have the triage skill. If you have the triage skill and you have at least a couple of buffs active, you still get a decent amount even from first aid kits. So, if I had some buffs active and then had some first aid kits on me, I'd be able to get some really quick healings from carrying them. I think it's more powerful than you realize. You do not know the power of the dark side.
I cracked the password.
Fucking hell, Josh. What is that Among Us arse shaky twerky gif sticker emote thing? My English is really good, I promise. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, we need to activate the bars. Where the fuck? Oh, it's over there. What? Has bro got a fucking leg problem? What's going on with bro's leg? What's wrong with bro's leg? What's he doing? Fella, you alright there? Buddy, you still there? What the fuck is he doing?
My fault. Sorry.
I found one.
What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my god. Ah! What is I want to leave him there the whole fucking time. What is he doing? What a dumbass bitch. Alright, have we got the phones in here? Okay.
This place used to
It's a machine that goes.
Is a
ding.
machine that goes ding.
Or has the stench of pretentiousness taken over?
Need a medic
What the fuck is that message, Charlie?
bag. Need a medic bag. Hey, give me a medic bag.
What the fuck is that?
Need a medic bag. Hey, give me a medic bag.
Anyway, moving on. Just locked in, yeah.
Need a medic bag.
Mods, ban him. Just fucking get rid. Just fucking get rid. Time out. Ban him. Fucking ban him. Got no time for someone like that. If your first message is W rapist and then ask how it claps. Yes, I'm saying that purely so VODs know what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck is your problem? I don't use this lightly, but you are clearly a fucking freak. So please stay away. Thank you very much. Okay. Fucking W rapist. What does that even mean?
What was that?
What does that even fucking mean? Bro, unbans just to ban. Hell yes, Noel. Good shit. Oh! Why is your suppressor so long? It nearly fucking knocked me out, bro. Alright.
Hello? Yeah, my bad. Thought I saw a guy turn into a werewolf, but it was just me in reflection. Fuck, man. Think I need a shave.
Moist Critical, why did you do that? What do you mean Moist Critical? What? Oh, because his name's Charlie. Oh. One of the things that gets me so confused between playthroughs of Payday 3 and Crime Boss is melee attacks. And how, like, that's the easy way to get civilians on the floor in Payday 3. But when you do it in Crime Boss, you kill people. Civvies just die to one smack from a gun. Did I activate the bars or not? I don't think I did I?
Don't make a sound.
Gotta love how that guard just turned around and went, nah, fuck it. Bro said that's not my pay grade.
Ding.
Oh, shit.
Is a machine that goes ding.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have a suppressor on your primary weapon. A secondary, I had one on my primary. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh, well, let's go. Bitch. There's the phone in here. There it is. Let's get things done. I would like that change in Crime Boss. Hitting stealth would get people down. That would be cool. But maybe it's more of a problem with... Actually, no. I was going to say... Melee doing no damage to cops in Payday 3 is extremely annoying. But but civvies just knocking them down I think is a really good play, actually. So I kind of feel indifferent. Good thing I got a loud build on. Well, I did say it was stealth till loud. I did say. No exceptions. Alright, I'll trade the next guy. I'll trade this fella. This companion.
Is a machine that goes ding.
That's a follow from MiniYW Alcoholic. Oh, it's someone else in the little friend group. Just ban him. Anyone who does anything like that, mods, just free range, just ban. Just do it instantly. I ain't got fucking time for it. I mean, like Negan, no exceptions. Yeah, fuck it. What's... The thing that makes me laugh is more just like, what do you stand to gain from doing it? Like, I don't give a flying fuck. All you're doing is wasting your own fucking life. You know? Go off, King. Fucking popping in a streamer with not even 100 viewers. I'm not saying that to mock you guys, but like, it's not exactly a big audience. Well, I'll just pop in and say, ooh, rapist, alcoholic. I'm so funny. Don't fucking touch grass. Right, so, proceed. Troll ban group. Yeah, I think it will be. Just keep an eye out for anyone else who does it and just fucking get rid. Job done. Wait to wait some more bans. I think Noel's getting a taste for it. Oh dear. They're in trouble now. Have we got enough QR codes to get everything open? We might do, to be fair. Let's try and get all the downstairs loot moved up. My usual strategy. There's one. When the event ends, I guess the mask with the most progress will be added. My personal theory right now, how I think they'll do it, is because they said, again, that they put their foot in their mouth by saying, oh, you'll be easy to get 2 of the masks. I think their backup plan, in my opinion, is going to be the 2 best performing masks. They'll just add anyway, regardless of them not making the meter. I think they'll pick 2. That's my bet. That's my logical bet. I could be completely wrong, but that just makes sense to me. Especially if you go out your way to be like, we think based on the current player counts, it'll be dead easy, well, relatively easy to get 2 masks. And then none of them get them. I think, no. It's a reasonable bet, and I hope you're wrong. Nice to see you too, Lucky. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I'm just not even thinking about progressing different masks now. It's not bothered. It's not bothered. I'm like, they'll unlock as they unlock. You know? Why is Tony still downstairs? Have we not got all the loot down here already now?
Watch the hostages. Rescue units have arrived.
I agree with you. That's probably what will happen, but it makes me sad. Oh. There was me thinking you came in here just to cause chaos. My apologies. To be fair, it is in your wheelhouse to do that, you know. I'm not entirely wrong. Nice to see you, though. No, you're completely right. The thing is, no one's going to win now. Either this event is going to flop, as it is now, and nothing's going to be made, or Starbreeze will have to jump in and do some other alternate method to progress things along, and it's still going to look shit because they had to intervene because it wouldn't happen. It's a lose-lose situation that we're in. So it's just hopefully about a case of making the best out of a bad situation. That's all they can do. Surely the event date will be extended unless they just give out the mask that ends with the highest percentage. They could extend the date. I just don't know if they will. I mean, what's the rate it's been at the minute? Maybe 12% a day-ish for Shakedown Shark. Somewhere in that region, 12, 13%. It's just not very good, is it? Like, we're being realistic here. Also, Tony, do you know what you're doing with that little scanny beep boop beep bop thing? I think he's put it down on one of them, I'm guessing. Yeah, he is. Let's see if he's on the right one. Is it this one? It's authentic. Bing, bong, bang. Whoop. 50% just got added to all masks. That's crazy. I know, yeah. That was, honestly, like, to me, what I would have just done is just gone. They could have even said we miscalculated and been honest. Been like, you know, Dr. Octopus. You know, be like, oh, I miscalculated. But they could have just gone, do you know what? The goal's too high, we're halving them. And if they'd done that within, like, the first day, I'd have gone, fair play, little miscalculation, they quickly responded to it. Problem is, we're now over 3 days into the event and they haven't done that. What we had was maintenance happen so that they went, oh, we're gonna double the progress for 2 hours, or 3 hours, or however long it was. Instead of doubling it, they doubled the number on the site and then halved it when the fucking 2 hours ended. And I think it happened again overnight. I'm fairly sure it doubled and then halved, and then doubled, then halved again. Nolly said in this video it happened once, but I could swear it happened twice that night. Because I remember my Discord pointing it out again. So, like, now it's just at a point where, unfortunately, with all due respect to Starbreeze, the whole event has just been handled completely incompetently. There's not been much, like, actual logic or thought process to most of what they've done. And I don't say that in any kind of malicious way. It is just, unfortunately, a fact of the matter. Like, it has not been well organized in the slightest. And it sucks. Because I do think it could have been a lot better. The base idea, I think, is better than maybe some people are making it out to be. I believe the original goal was 150 billion. I highly fucking doubt it. If they had an even higher goal than the one they've got that's nowhere near being met, that would be very awkward. HDHD is the only bad. One rust can be funny. What? What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm confused. Just don't focus on one main mask there. I don't know what you're saying. Why has Josh pinned a message that says Starbreeze has a track record of being very arrogant to change with Payday 3? Oh, it was an accident. I was gonna say, I was like, one of my mods is making a very fucking anti-Payday 3 stance there, isn't he? I was like, shit, dude. I mean, you might not be entirely wrong, but damn, I wouldn't commit to it with a pin post. Sheesh. I do think there is a case that they're not willing to change on some things. This event being one of them, and then one of the other biggest things, if Lucky is still in this chat, as soon as I say it, it's going to be like a meerkat popping their head up. But loud modifiers. Do I have to say it again? I don't think I need to say it again. Also, yeah, well done, everyone. We did really well. Stare. See? What did I fucking tell you? I just see every now and again Lucky tweeting, like, I had a nightmare about loud modifiers. Oh, so glad it's not real. And then it's like, wait. Oh, fucking hell. Wait, we don't even get 1 million for doing that lap. I could have swore we got 1 million for getting all bags. On very hard. Huh. But yeah, like, just look at that. Look at when they announced the loud modifiers. They got torn a new arsehole by most of the community, and then they were added with absolutely zero change. You know? I'm not saying you're completely right in saying they're always arrogant and ignore player feedback, but I am saying there is some evidence to what you're saying. I am saying that. Sadly didn't get the extra bag though. And that's actually, I will say, that's one thing I do like about the all bag system in Payday 3. The Easter egg bags don't count. And I love that. So like that, the secret painting under the surface. There's another one that I can't think of right now. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Brain is not working. Yeah, sins in syntax error. That doesn't count. No, the crypto wallet does count, I'm pretty sure. And that makes sense, because that's like the whole point of the heist is a crypto wallet. But specifically the secret painting under the surface and sins in syntax error, they're secret bags. So I'm glad they don't count. Some lab modifiers just be a part of overkill, some lab modifiers just shouldn't exist. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like Federal Negotiator was never a good idea, and it still got added. And I've argued both privately, even as recently as today. I've argued it amongst the partners, but I've said it publicly too. Threat detection, that should never have seen the light of day. Anyone who's regular on this stream already knows how I feel about it, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse once again. But for goodness sake, man. Oh, threat detection. The way that it just completely ruins how Payday 3 stealth works, which is one of the best parts about this game, that wasn't let down by everything else that happened at launch. And you're just going to go, hey, you have to always have rush active. And the argument that I got from some people internally as well as people publicly is, oh, but if you have rush active, there's loads of ways to trigger rush, you can counter it. Yeah, cool, but you're not playing a stealth heist then. You're playing a minigame of how many times can I knock into people to trigger rush so that I don't get spotted. You're not really living the heisting fantasy if you're trying to figure out in your head how to fucking trigger rush every 10 seconds. That's not a heist fantasy, you know? I won't rant, Keck. I did say I wasn't going to rant about Mass Mania, and technically I'm not ranting about that, so technically I'm not. Plus, it's not quite rant. It's not quite rant. You see my rant videos around launch. You know what rants from me can be like. If I feel my blood pressure increasing, that's when I know it's gone wrong, and my blood pressure isn't increasing. So, right. Let's get 3 more people in. So, if you've just joined the stream, the way that we work this is I give you a keyword in the chat, and you put that keyword in the chat, and the first few people to do it get in, excluding people who have already played a heist today. So, the keyword now can be rant. There you go. Rant is the keyword. First 3 people to say rant, provided they haven't already played. So, Ribbons, I'm ignoring you. Fallen Kingdom, War Hero, and Sorry Not Sorry. You 3 are in. Now, I know I've got War Hero added, so let's get you in. Oh, I see Fallen Kingdom as well, but Sorry Not Sorry, do I have you add? I do. Look at that. 3 people that I just have added. Doesn't that make life a lot easier? Fucking hell. Good shit, guys. Good shit. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. Alright. And Sorry Not Sorry. In fact, Ribbons, since you were first, I might ignore it if you pick one I don't like, but you pick the heist, Ribbons. What heist do you want us to do? I will ignore it if you pick fucking 99 boxes or some shit. Boys in Blue? Ah, based. Yes, absolutely. Alright, let's do it.
This small bag.
Boys in Blue will save Payday 3, by the way, guys. In case you didn't know. Let's bring along a different rifle. One that I've not leveled up, ideally. The FIK is not very good, is it? But I might level it up. Or the War 45, I've not leveled that up yet. Let's do that. Let's bring that one. Can I modify it beyond what I've got at the minute? That's objectively worse. That's a no. Actually, no. For my build, I kind of need the extended mags. Let's get that. Well, that's just objectively better. So, minimized hook stop. Vertical grip. No. I want the perforated grip, but we're not level 16 yet. The sight. No, that's fine. Cool. Maybe change my appearance real quick while we're loading. Let's go with Mr. IT and Kawaii mask with blue hair if we can change it fast enough. Because then we can be a boy in blue. Well, femboy in blue. Huh? Oh, gloves. We got any blue? We've got the base blue gloves, but boring. We want something creative. Boom. There we go. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Can't wait for Land of the It's Free real estate. Yeah, Land of the Free hopefully will be as good as Boys in Blue. I'm excited. I am relatively tentatively excited. Right, are we doing Stealth Loud again, I assume? Is it worth bringing in some favors? Mechanic bribe, maybe? Can't wait for Houston Breakout and seeing him twerk in his cell. I don't want to see that, please. Please no. I will say, as more time passes, I'm more and more on your side about threat detection. It removes the safety of public areas, and that stresses me out. There's that, but like I said, it's just one of the things that was the most innovative about Payday 3 Stealth was that differentiation between public areas, private areas, and secure. And that was one of the most enticing things and interesting things to me about Payday 3. And now it's just like, hey, wherever you are, if a camera sees you, alarm goes off, fuck you. And it's like, really? Really? If you add a modifier to a game that objectively makes it less fun to play, it shouldn't be in the game. And the two biggest culprits of that are Federal Negotiator for loud and threat detection for stealth. And I will not change my mind on that. Not once.
There are cops everywhere.
I thought there was a phone that spawned here. Maybe I'm going crazy. The random game stutters turn me off stealth. You get a lot of those?
There's a guard.
Oh.
Hey, guard over there.
Hey, guard over there. Wish we could see modifiers in the lobby.
That's Vlad's explosives.
True.
Ballsy move, having one of his guys
Suppose you have to
make
kind
sure
of
that
rely
car-
on the person that
Plus, the
hosts to tell you.
explosives got impounded.
But then again, if you quick play, you won't fucking know, will you? So that's a good point. Oh, we can't get in there.
Mind the guard.
Yeah, everything's still in New York as far as I... Oh, no. Oh. There, you escort me, that's fine. As long as I'm not spotted by a camera.
You shouldn't be in here.
Is threat detection on? No, it's AI surveillance. AI surveillance, I've said this before, that gets a lot of shit for people. I don't mind that as
I need you
much.
to come with me. This
I don't mind
area
that one
is
as much.
restricted.
I think AI surveillance sucks when you've got Titan cameras though. If you have the combination of AI surveillance and Titan cameras, that's worse. Purely because, like with AI surveillance, you can just take out the cameras, like once you're in search mode. In search mode, cameras being broken doesn't cause you any problems. So, Boys in Blue currently has AI plus threat detection on overkill. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I suppose the threat detection, if you can take out the cam guard, that makes it better. Also, doesn't this guy just like keep the gate open now? Is it just another way into the heist
I'll let you
permanently?
out with a warning. Don't wander off again.
And what if I do, bitch? What then? That gate just stays open. Somehow still no New York City subway or Times Square. They should come. They should come. There should be more like iconic New York locations rather than just being in New York. But then again, did Washington DC have many of those in Payday 2? I don't know. I don't think it did.
Vlad's gold
The
is
White
locked
House
up
took,
tight.
what, 5 years to happen?
Head to the captain's office and find out who
You
has
think they're getting any
access
other
to
way?
the
Not that I'm
evidence
aware
room.
of.
Look for the office
Oh,
on the second
anyone help?
floor.
Currently playing Payday 3 on Xbox. I have the Gold Pass and I want to make the switch to PlayStation. If I buy Payday 3 on PlayStation, link my account together, do I keep the DLC on PlayStation or not? No, sadly it's platform-based. Which is one thing that stopped me from getting a collector's edition of Payday 3 when I saw it on sale on Amazon US like 2 or 3 months ago. It was like $60 or $70, but it was for PS5. And I was like, but I mainly play on Xbox, so like the collector's edition mask is not going to be playable in my account. And I was like, is it worth it? It was worth it. I should have just fucking bought it, but that was what put me off. I'm going to mask
Time
up
to take a bite. Big
so I can move
apple
around a bit
style.
easier. Deal with some cameras, that kind of thing, you know. The fuck?
Someone did a smash job on the window. Let's put him down.
Switch plans.
What window? What the fuck did you see? No way. Really? That tiny little thing as I shot through.
The entire place has gone into lockdown. The only way to get that gold in the evidence room is to breach.
I'm not even gonna speak. I'm not even gonna speak. Because I won't like what I say. I won't like what I say. L look, yeah, for real. Okay, moving swiftly onwards.
If you tie down a civilian, I have something to bargain with.
I love the idea that, yeah, if we've killed all the cops and nobody fires their gun, you can still get a negotiation phase in Boys in Blue. Oh, it's gone.
Until the assault. Lock and load.
You don't have to be quick and deal with every single cop, but it's doable.
Well, you're in. Careful, we got zappers
Okay.
arriving.
Dollar bills.
Dollar bills. Anyone else just a huge Pearl enjoyer? I actually think, unironically, despite her having, like, no real explanation to her being added in the lore, she might be my favorite character in Payday 3.
Get your game face on.
Not just because I played her a lot, I just like her character and her personality. She does kind of feel like Payday 3's version of Sydney in some ways, but not quite as, like, anarchic as Sydney. But I like her. Story-wise, she's got no fucking reason to be in the Payday gang. Like, she just turns up and Shade's like, She's done some robberies, and they're like, okay, welcome. It's not a good explanation for her. But as a character herself, I like her a lot. Did I mention that AI art? Please don't. Please don't mention that fucking AI art that Plyon did. Ugh. She robs 10 million from Harvest and Trusty, and somehow the gang knows that she did it. I buy that the gang knows that she does it. Like, I buy that. Like it makes sense for one of the biggest crime groups in the world, if not the biggest crime group in the world, to know about other criminal activities outside of their group. Hell, she could have done it through CrimeNet for all we know. But, like, it's just a very quick, hey, she robbed a bank, we know you, welcome to the crew. You could argue that it's kind of like a thing of, we haven't got much choice, we'll let you in. But, like, if I was the Payday gang and someone had put a hit out on all the gang members, I wouldn't be so quick to accept somebody new while we still were piecing together what was happening. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, she actively interrupted the heist and took that. Yeah, Sydney. That was Sydney. Yeah, Sydney interrupted one of their heists, and that was why she got asked in. So they saw her tenacity there and then. I mean, let's not talk about how HD got added though. Let's not do that. You just know Overkill were like begging, like hoping they could just be like. They got added because of April Fools, but they had to try and come up with a law reason for them to be added. I pity the person who had to write that fucking explanation up. I really do. I actually learned that last week watching Payday 2 lore video. What, the Sydney interrupting gang thing? That's what happens if you don't look at the character bios on CrimeNet in Payday 2. Man, I don't even... When was the last time I even started up Payday 2? Fucking hell. It must be coming up on a year, actually. Then again, I must have got my last gameplay in September. Before, like, when I made my Goodbye Payday 2 video. I must have done. Fun fact, I still have it installed on Xbox, Payday 2. I never uninstalled it because I have an 8TB hard drive for Xbox One games. There's no benefit to me uninstalling it. It's still got, like, 4TB free. I never filled the hard drive. But I haven't loaded, like, any Payday 2 up in, what, 10 months plus? Kind of crazy to think, to be honest. Up on Crime Wave when I get back? No. Absolutely not. Killed the Zapper. Oh. I'm gonna pick up on this. Oh dear. I'm gonna pick up on this is not amazing. I'll say that much. The LMG is just the best one for this build, really. Elizabeth's stream, we brainstormed an idea to increase your playability. What if you could choose whether you do the heist in day or night, and it changes the amount of civs or guards on the map, and even adds some unique events as well? Service in daytime would have you avoiding tour routes passing through the exhibition rooms. It's not a terrible idea. I doubt it would happen, but it's not a terrible idea. I can't believe you theorized that with Elizabeth and not in my stream, though. How dare you? You're not allowed to be in other people's streams. We went through this. Honestly. My fucking community. They betray me at every turn. No. Game Freak, so long as Rock the Cradle becomes a good heist finally and not garbage like Car Shop. Car Shop was fun. I'm not taking Car Shop slander. Is it a bit basic? Yeah, but it's a nice, simple, fun heist. Payday 2 could afford to do heists like that because it had so many heists. Whereas Payday 3, you gave me a Car Shop now in Payday 3 and I wouldn't be impressed. I don't think many people would be impressed. You can only afford to have those little smaller, fun heists when there's enough ones in there to already promote replayability. There we go. FIK doesn't even compare to the war, be quiet. What? What? How about use any gun you want? Can we be inclusive in the Payday weapons community, please, guys? Please? Who the fuck just jumped down there? Sheesh. Alright. Hello, Higgy. I'm good, man. How are you? What is it with you with people replying with the fucking cigarette emojis? It's so funny. Why did I just pick that up? There was no need to.
Keep the winch running. It's halfway there.
Where's the cash bag? Oh, there it is. Payday players must argue about everything. Yeah, it's true. You make a good point. That's a follow from IE Iron. Thank you very much. Can we get in the room here? Oh, yeah, we can. Let's get the red key card if we can. Let's see if we can get it quick. One of these days, it'll be the first locker I open. Not just the antenna, guys. The fucking antenna. It's an antenna that fucks. How does it fuck? Don't ask questions. You don't want to know the answer to that. What? That was fast. Holy shit, dude. Nice. To join in the emote, but I'm good. I have a bunch of yard work today that I'm actually trying to avoid. Yeah, I don't blame you. DIY is not fun. I'm like the least DIY male on the planet. I will cook, but if there's anything that requires manual labor, I'm like, I'll get someone to do it. Someone else can do it for me. I'm no good. I love how I'm just using someone else's sniper to just take out base cops. Oh. Bitch! I'm just gonna fucking no-scope the cloaker. Damn it. Oh, come on. There we go. Friggin' hell. Bollocks. My aim is ass. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Got him. Go. 2 buffs. And therefore, loads more health. I hear cloakers while music is turned off. You mean SFX? We don't know that. If you turn off the music, you also can't hear... Oh, right, you're saying there's a bug right now where if you turn off music, you can't hear cloak. There's no way that cloaks are tied to music. They have to be tied to sound effects. They can't not be. If you're seriously telling me they're tied to music, that's ridiculous. Pop goes that weasel. Imagine not using adaptive armor. This post brought to you by What the Fuck, Troy. I explained this in my video earlier. Oh, no, did I explain my video earlier? Wait. I did 2 takes of the video I recorded earlier purely because I lost my train of thought and didn't think I was making a lot of logical points, so I was like, I'm going to redo this. I think I made it in the version that I got rid of, but I made a point that carrying more armor plates was going to be quite useful. Like, carrying armor plates doesn't matter for my build, because I bring standard armor for the extra movement speed, and I get enough health from the force shield stuff that the armor doesn't really matter to me. So, like, I'm happier just running the 1-plate armor. I don't think I need it. But I can understand why you bring adaptive along, and it's perfectly valid. I'm just like, nah. I just kind of ignore that armor exists at this point, which is ironic, because that was not where the game was at launch, was it? It was anything but that at launch. Friggin' hell. Cloaker. Bow, bow, no. Bow, 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 no. Imagine, what am I reading? The Dozers hit 9-inch damage instead of 150. Cloaker flail attacks from flashbangs hit for 9 instead of 15. What are we talking about? Huh? Oh, you mean the Dozer, like, melee bug? I don't know if that is a bug or if it's an intended feature. I can't remember, but I feel like I've heard people say it's both. Is it a bug that just hasn't still been fixed? Is that what it is? Because I honestly forget. I don't mind that he one-hits. I've said this before. I don't mind that, like, getting up close to him, it makes him a one-hit kill. I think it adds some intimidation factor to the bulldozer. But I think there should be a cooldown to it. Like 10, 20 seconds between him doing it. Because the idea that he could smack you, someone could revive you and he could just smack you again is a bit stupid. Just add a cooldown and it's fine. Oh, I've got the keys. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Escape is ready to go. Get those bags in there. That's 5 bags.
Damn. We're the crime bosses of New York City.
That's the lower limit, but
You get knocked down just to below half HP. You need to have 4-plate armor, grit, and some other stuff. Yeah, but that's the, like, you can survive the hit if you have enough, like, health and armor currently active, but...
If anyone could walk into a police station and get my shit back, it was you, crazy bastards, huh?
Sometimes I forget how shit the payout is for a lot of these heists if you're not playing on solo mode. Hot take, they should just double the money, generally, for every heist. Is that a hot take? Or do people actually agree with that? I don't know. I just never felt like... One of the only other downsides that came out with this game at launch was that I don't think you got enough money for anything. You know? Like cook off, fucking hell, you'd never get anywhere near in Payday 3 what you got in Payday 2. And I wasn't saying you'd have to get the exact same. Because you did get blown out money in Cook-Off in Payday 2. A ridiculous amount. But just the idea that every heist in Payday 3, it just doesn't pay well. It just doesn't. The fact that there isn't a single job that can get you $2 million is fucking nuts. When, like, a standard bank heist in Payday 2 could get you 6-7 million on death sentence. It's just food for thought, you know? I think actually, do you know what? It'd be fun to work it out. If you were to do every single of the 8 base heists on max difficulty with all bags, how much money would you actually get? And compare that to getting one bank heist on max difficulty in Payday 2. I think it'd be really intriguing to compare that. I don't mind making less money in some ways because I want cash to mean something. And it does mean a bit more in this game. I know I've got a big builder, but it's mainly because I don't want to spend fucking shit tons on C-stacks. I'd rather let it reset. But like I just feel like at the present we're not making enough. I don't know. 21 million roughly, give or take. Really? That is cut now. Because hang on. Actually, we can fucking work it out. We can work it out. Right, ready for this? Yeah, here we go. Let's base it off the max money that it suggests, and I'll get Google to work it out for me. Okay, here we go. 500,000 plus 850,000 plus 500,000 plus 1 million plus 1,300,000 plus 1,300,000 plus 1 million plus 1 million. It's missed out some of the 300,000s there. How many 300,000 were there? 2 300,000s, I think. Oh, it's completely cocked that up. It's completely cocked that up. It didn't listen to anything of what I said. 7.2 million. There you go. So some bank heists in Payday 2 on max difficulty could give you more money than every single heist in order max difficulty all bags in Payday 3 of the standard ones. That's actually a fucking sobering thought. That is a sobering thought. Fucking hell. Oof. Oh, big bank pays out more. It does, but I'm saying even the small bank pays out more. That's worse. That just gives you an idea of how much worse the economy is in Payday 3 in terms of how much you make. It just doesn't... I don't know. Double that in solo mode and it's still basically fuck all. Yeah, double that in solo mode, you still make more in big bank. Just double the cash generally. I would. I think you should. That's just me. Whatever. What can one say? Anyways, let's do another heist. So, So remember, folks, I'm going to give you a keyword. First 3 people to give me the keyword to get into the heist. Again, please don't... well, if you take part, I'm going to ignore you if you've played a heist already today. In fact, you know what? Appropriate to discussion. If you misspell it, which, I don't know, someone might, I don't know. But if you misspell it, I don't mind as long as I know what you're going for. Can I get the word economy in the chat? First 3 economies, and I will invite you. I don't know why Ribbons keeps trying. I'm going to keep ignoring you. Okay. Sure Shot, LOL User, and Big Man 700. If there's anyone here that I don't have added, please let me know immediately. And I will add you or invite you or whatever it may be. Sure Shot, I don't think I have you added. And you haven't sent me a friend request, Buster. So you need to do that. You haven't got me added. You need to send me a friend request on Nebula. The 3 people I've picked, I don't have added on Nebula. Man. Alright, well, you see my Nebula name, top right corner. Send a friend request super quick. Oh. Ellie activated ad time. You know what? We will do a quick 30-second ad break just while people are sending me their friend requests. So, if you subscribed, you won't see an ad. Consider subscribing. And, you know, I'll love you dearly. See you in a minute. Oh shit, I did click a minute ad break. Whatever. Close enough. It'll do. It's the only one I've got active right now. Put 30-second ad break back on my page. Let's add all the ad break options. There we go. Will this be a stealth attempt? I don't know. I don't know. I see Big Man's friend request. That's come through. So I just need Sure Shots and I need whoever the other one person was I said. LOL User. So remember, you guys need to let me know what your usernames are if it's not entirely obvious who you are. But I shall accept Big Man's and await the other 2. Oh. No money pop-up makes me not pick up the extra loose valuables ever. Yeah, don't blame you. They're also just not worth anything really when you look at the instant cash, like in the results screen. You can pick up loads of extra stuff and it just won't do shit. So it's a bit awkward, man. It's a bit awkward. Why did I get an ad? I'm subbed. You're not. Doesn't say you are anyway. It says previously subbed. I think your subs run out, and dude. Oh. Fucking hell. Waiting for friend request is the most fucking debilitating thing. It might have, it probably has sent Sure Shot. Someone sent me a friend request earlier. It took about 3 years for it to come through. I pressed accept on Big Man's and it's not gone through, so. It says something for me. It says you were previously subbed for 31 months on mine. Maybe it's just run out. Refresh the list. How do I refresh the list? Back out and back in. I don't think that does anything. I think it just does it naturally. There we go. Plank. That's one of you, right? Plank Engineer Gaming. And then I see Sure Shot as well. Please accept. Please accept. Please accept. Please accept. Please accept. Hurry up. There we go. Maybe backing out does refresh it slowly.
It's a machine that goes.
The more you know. Thank you very much. That's follow from Unaided Mage. Don't know why there isn't a notification for it in the chat though. We'll only get a shark if we continue so playing. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think everyone should suddenly start playing all the bank heists just to get the shark mask over the line. If you think I'm being depressing in saying that, then fair enough. I'll hold my hands up. But I don't think the community should come together and only play 2 heists in the game for the whole weekend to make up for an event that was miscalculated by Starbreeze. I don't see why the community deserves to be robbed of playing most heists in the game just because they set the targets incorrectly. Do you know what I mean? It might sound pessimistic, but it's just how I feel. I don't think... A base already making people only play 2 heists was asking a bit much. But it's not the community's job to make up for the mistakes that Starbreeze make. That's just the skinny of it, top and bottom of it. So, that's how I see it anyway. Right, let's quick play again. I might do a short stream today. I just don't feel like my head's in Payday 3 as much as it normally is. And I think part of it is just because this event's fucking worn me down. And the last thing I want is to sit here and start ranting or some shit. If there is anyone, by the way, who happens to have not got their Twitch drops that came out like 4 weeks ago, I will make sure I raid a Payday streamer after this, so don't worry about that. You never know, Almir might be live by the time I finish. He usually tends to be, so I can always slip in on him if he is. If not, then I'll find someone who's live for Payday. Or if I don't see anyone, you can always just drop in any old one yourself. Andy with 32 months in Prime, thank you very much.
How much for you to switch to Crime Boss?
What, like an actual donation? I don't know. 20 quid? Not because I'm like begging for the audience, but just because I'd rather stop when I finish playing Payday 3. But what the fuck is that sub alert? It's art, and you know it. You know it is. 30 quid? Alright, 30 quid. You're right, Ribbons. There you go. Yeah, 30 Great British Pounds, and I'll switch to Crime Boss after this heist. There you go. Sure, fuck it. Why not? Why not? You won't get complaints from me. You won't get complaints. Someone subscribe here again. Unfortunately, it's only for that specific amount for 32 months. We have different alerts for different months. I stopped doing them about 34 months in, and I need to go back and update them, but... Your event's just 20 quid away. No, 30. Blame Ribbons. Ribbons said 30. So I'm going with that. Syntax error. Nice. I've said this before. Syntax error is really growing on me. I'll go faster escape helicopter, definitely. Definitely. Peak error. Me when something goes wrong in my game, but I enjoy it. Damn, what a peak error. I was half expecting you to say you'd do it for free. I mean, in a way I would, but I'm also just like, yeah, you know. Alright, disable telemetry off. Great wording, Starbreeze. No, you want that off. You want that off. Sure shot. Make sure you have it off. If disabling is off, it's enabled. Think about double negatives. If you have disabling on, then it's disabled. If you have disabling off, then it's not enabled. I mean, you had it on. Okay, then I apologize. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, it just makes a wider point that it is fucking stupidly worded. I don't know why the buttons aren't enabled. Why is it disable crossplay? Why is it disable telemetry? Make it enable and have them switched on. Then people know what the fuck it means without having to think about the double negative in their head. Oh. Money, money, money. Real. Real. Alright.
Watch it.
Watch it!
There's the data center. Get inside. The basement door is locked with a keypad.
It's
Look around for the
showtime.
code. We need to get to those
Time to
servers.
get going.
Time to get going.
Carrying that metal
Disable
detector
telemetry
will
needs to be
disrupt.
off. Yes, it does. If you have disabled telemetry on, it means you're not contributing towards the event. I'm going to put my cards on the table, though, and be real with you, chat. If you're someone who doesn't really want telemetry on because you're worried about like data privacy and stuff like that, don't bother turning it on for this event. It's quite clear that we're not going to complete any of the masks. There's no point in you now disabling telemetry with 2 days left when it's clear nothing's going to effectively win.
Camera.
You just punch the camera? That's going to put us in search mode, dude. How dare you? Can't believe you would do this. I bet you it's on the computer. Damn, I was wrong.
Wait here.
They're playing the wrong game. They're worried about data stuff. How do you mean? The fucking scream bro makes. How hard does it change simple stuff in the UI? In what sense? Which bits are we talking about?
Oh, what is it now? Don't you think it's more than a little
I love how Hoxton said that while he was
inappropriate
behind your
you're
back.
always
Which bit?
checking up on me? Why is that? You crushing on me or something?
In Elizabeth's stream
ain't
yesterday, the
happening,
disabled
bro.
crossplay double
Get
negative thing
away.
came up and she straight up said it was fucking stupid. Because it is. There's quite a lot of things in this game where you scratch your head at the decisions that were made. I stand by it. I still think Payday 3 is fun to play and it's come on leaps and bounds since launch, but there's still that lingering energy behind a lot of things in the game where you think, why the fuck was it done this way? What was the code? Did we actually know what the code was?
All right.
Let's rock this place.
Okay.
Go down.
Apparently we do.
This way.
Ain't happening, bro. New pearl line discovered.
Get down into the server rooms.
Imagine a timeline where it was delayed for 2 months. And what was delayed? The game. Wouldn't have been enough. I've said it before. This game would have only managed to come back. Like, only would have managed to, brain's not working. To have made some serious change between 2 and 3. Well, a serious change though between launch and a probably better version if they had another year in the oven.
Hey,
At least another year.
I'm all good. Just
Delaying
got
it
an
2 months
itchy
wouldn't have done
trigger
shit.
finger, if you know what I mean.
Alamir said it himself,
just
like the last couple
waiting
of months
for
of game
someone
dev, there wasn't
trying
much
to
development
break in.
going on. They'd had
Man, I'm
things
so
set up
pumped.
and everything was being managed and ready for
But
launch.
sadly, nothing's
So they didn't make a lot of
happening
last minute changes from the beta.
Found one.
Which I think is a real shame, honestly,
When
but
you bag a
what
server,
can you do?
decrypt it at the access terminal. We need to
Let's just take out some guards, get into search mode before they spot the broken cameras, might as well.
Everything all right over there?
Just get out of the line of the corridor there.
So I want a large pie with mushrooms.
Seriously
and
need to question
tapioca.
what they were doing for most of the dev time.
Milkshake to wash it all
I just-
down. Could you be a
I don't
dog
know
for
because the
that
game development started on this in October 2019. So they had a good fucking hell, I didn't realize I left him in the wall. They had a good 4 years of time to develop. Hello, Sailor. They had a good 4 years of time to develop the game. So I wonder if it's just like, what the fuck, man? Really? Bruh. Bruh. I don't know if it's just like mismanaged priorities or what. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think these are answers to these questions are things we're not going to get unless we get a situation like Overkill's The Walking Dead where the game collapses and the studio ends up in a lot of shit, and that is the last thing I want. So I'd be happy just not knowing the answer if that's the only way we find them out. But I will always wonder. We will all always wonder. That's natural. We're people. We think, therefore we are. You know. We are in charge of the situation. Now make sure we shut down Johnny Sins.
Sins locked us out. We need to loosen this thing's grip. Let's try disabling
Loosen
the
grip?
cooling system.
Losing grip?
That should cut back
Avril
the
Lavigne
AI's
reference?
processing power.
Imagine if the game launched instead in September of this year and had everything in it. It has now plus offline and CrimeNet, and that's how the game launched. Yeah, imagine how much better the game would have been received. I think one of their biggest oversights with Payday 3, like if you were to sum it up, it was just not considering enough what the community really liked about Payday 2. Like, reinvention is all well and good and modernizing a game, like, but you don't reinvent for the sake of reinventing, and you also don't miss things out that are so important to a game. And when you've got a game that was built up over 10 years with so much support, and I know Almir walked back the statement, so I'm not holding it against him, but the idea of saying this feature wasn't in Payday 2 at launch, so it wouldn't be in Payday 3 at launch, was one of the stupidest things you could say. And I say it with all love in the world to Almir, because I love the guy, you all know that. Because it's your job as game developers to make sure that the next title in your franchise is worth buying into from the start. And you do that by taking everything you've learned from the previous game and then implementing it into the next one. And they just didn't do that. They went, we'll do a few heists, give it some bare bones structure, maybe modernize a few things to feel like Call of Duty, job done. There does seriously seem to be a bit of a Call of Duty inspiration, both in how the armor works and how the general main menu UIs and stuff look. And when I saw the main menus in the Sweden build, I didn't give a shit. I thought, yeah, it looks quite modern, I'm alright with that. But like when you look at it as a whole package, especially with the benefit of hindsight, you do think, yeah, fucking hell, what was that? That whole vibe of logging into CrimeNet just isn't there in Payday 3. And I think it's something that you almost take for granted in Payday 2. Some features of Payday 2 are so good that you don't even take in how good they are until they're gone. And CrimeNet is one of those things. Me personally, I always just took it for granted and thought, oh yeah, we're going into CrimeNet. That's like their funky word for playing multiplayer. Then you look back now and you think, yeah, it was like you almost were like logging onto a criminal server to play a heist. That was such a cool layout to it. And now it's just pick a heist, pick a difficulty, or quick play. You know? Did you see Almir's mustache? Have you seen that he shaved the whole thing off? He hasn't got any facial hair now. But the mustache did look wild. Oh, you're leaving one of our bags, you little bitch. How dare you? Oh. Any more cops coming from above? No. I like how I just cleared them out, basically. They keep refusing to use hostages properly and complain when enemies shred their armor. What do you mean? Payday 3 has depth, but people don't use it. I think there's definitely ideas and skill systems and stuff that people don't notice immediately. Like this build really thrives off the idea that when you have Edge active, you auto pick up ammo pickups from enemies you kill, and they go straight into the magazine. There's nuances like that in the skills that I think not enough people, myself included, had noticed. But I just don't know how much to say about like gameplay depth there is compared to Payday 2. I don't know. I don't know. And that's not saying there is or there isn't. I just don't know how much there is. Also, I seem to have fucked up with putting this bag there. There we go. Got it. Depth is more hidden mechanics. Yeah, but that's not depth so much as like hidden features and things. I don't know. That sentence might have just been a random waffle bullshit sentence. I can't lie to you. But I don't know. There's an element plays into it where if you have to work really hard to find the depth's not as there as much as you think it is. That's definitely true. Like if you look at a game, and again, this is purely from a comparison standpoint of like how depth works. I'm not saying Payday 3 should be like this game. You should see this coming. You look at something like Baldur's Gate 3, and it's apparent from the get-go how much depth there is in there. You know, which companions you pick, which classes you play as, where you go, what you do, what quests you complete. It's obvious from the get-go how much depth that game has. Whereas in Payday 3, the depth that you have is... And again, different genres, doesn't imply in the same way. I know. But, like, depth in Payday 3 is what? You notice, like I have, there's a skill where you can get ammo added into a guns magazine. I just don't... I'm not saying Payday 3 should or even would be possible to have the depth that Baldur's Gate 3 has. It wouldn't. It absolutely wouldn't. But I do think it's an interesting point to make when you think about it. Like, if I was to ask you, chat, can you think of something about Payday 3 that screams depth to gameplay mechanics? This is not to call the game out. Genuinely, if I said to you, name something that feels like there's a bit of depth to Payday 3, a feature, what would be your go-to answer if you have one? I'm genuinely intrigued here. What would people say? Because to me, I would say, you know, like things like the like hidden skills, things like that. Hostage dynamics, yeah, hostages. That was definitely an increase and an improvement for Payday 2. There's some depth there. All of stealth, yeah, that should be a big one as well. which is another reason why fucking threat detection should not exist. We should have like a swear jar, but for me mentioning how stupid threat detection is in this game. I swear we'd be able to donate £5 million to charity. But yeah, stealth definitely. So stealth, hostages, some skills. There's depth in Payday 3, but I don't... Alright, so now think about Payday 2. Name some of the things that you think gives depth to Payday 2. Let's compare. If you have multiple things, list them. I actually want to make this comparison because I actually want to see if, when you think about it, is there actually more depth in Payday 3 than 2? And is it nostalgia that's playing into it? Because it could be. It could be. Heists have more depth. RNG has more depth. Hidden bags being completely hidden within the heist. Yeah, okay. Builds, very true. Gauge packages, true. Payday 2 just shooting well, stupid amounts of enemies. I think combat's more fun in Payday 3 personally, but I know what you're going for and I back it. If you're a Left 4 Dead 2 player in particular, then you won't like Payday 3's combat nearly as much. Gauge, the vault can actually be different friggin' spots in 2. Yeah, so it's what it sounds like to me. The way that I see it with Payday 3 then, and you guys have kind of helped form this, right? In its unique mechanics and gameplay features, Payday 3 has a lot more depth than 2 does. But in its general heist-to-heist gameplay, Payday 3 doesn't have that depth. The heists are all very monotonous, repetitive, not much changes. What do you guys think? That sounds like a good conclusion, based on what you've all said. I like how I'm basically creating a video here that is not going to happen. This is an interesting debate to have and have a voice to bounce back and forth from. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like overall gameplay features, Payday 3 trounces 2 with its depth. But actually playing the heists, like, it just doesn't compare. Payday 2's is just far more in depth. Far more to do. That's down to pre-planning, that's down to RNG, just general gameplay variance. It's just there more in 2. Yeah? You can't apply the awesome mechanics across a bunch of heists, only 12 at the minute. That is true, but you can already see amongst the 12 heists, especially those opening 8, and yeah, they'll learn from the mistakes, but especially the opening 8, how many unique features are there to those heists? Like, and not just things that you can do in that heist that you can't do in others, but moments where you play and you go, fucking hell, that's really cool. That's a really unique Payday thing. What can you think of? Because even like Thermite in The Rest of the Wicked, it was a unique execution of it, but Thermite has been a thing in Payday 2 for ages, so that's not a unique thing to that heist. Road Rage doesn't have anything particularly unique. I'm trying to think of the heists in order. What comes third? Dirty Ice? Dirty Ice, I suppose, clean the jewelry, maybe. But you see what I mean? It's hard to pick out unique gameplay mechanics in the heists. The normal heists, especially depth-wise for Payday 3. Whereas in 2, granted, they weren't really there at launch, although Big Oil, I would say, was a pretty interesting depth one. Even though not everyone loves Big Oil, that had some pretty good depth to it. I liked that. Like the puzzle-solving aspect. And that was another thing, was that, especially, I said this before, but playing the Revival era heist, also, we haven't got Sins. Someone stay in the Sins control room, I'll go up top and press the button. But when we were playing things like Crude Awakening, and there were all these cool puzzles you could solve, I, like many other people, thought this is a huge hint for things to come in Payday 3. They're going to take so many hints from this and make Payday 3 have some cool puzzles and unique features. And then it just didn't. Big Oil is not goated. What's this propaganda? I'm not saying Big Oil is goated. Anyone says that, I do not endorse that opinion. I don't think Big Oil is a bad heist. I just think a lot of Payday 2's base heists are just kind of like mid. They're not bad, but they're not amazing. But I'm talking about the depth of that puzzle-solving mechanic. That was there from launch in Payday 2. You know? Now, it's not to say the heists in Payday 3 at base are bad. Like, for example, I've made the case that Road Rage is a better armored transport heist than the armored transport heist in Payday 2. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I personally feel that's just a fact. Because, like, there's just more to Road Rage than there is armored transport. Although, Road Rage is let down by the exact same truck being in the exact same place, ending up in the exact same spot, with the exact same number of loot and the exact same mechanics. Whereas armored transport, there were 5 different locations. Within there, different numbers of trucks could spawn in different locations with different loot. So, like, this is the thing. The mechanics of how the heist, like, plays out objective to objective in Payday 3 are better, but the overall experience is probably better in Payday 2. It's interesting to debate this stuff. And it's not, like I said, it's not me kind of trying to find things to call out in Payday 3. If it sounds like that, that's purely just because that's the way Payday 3 is. But I think it's really fun to debunk some of these comparisons people make and actually think, okay, well, what's the logic behind it? What's the actual logic? Is there reasoning to it? Are people just saying it because of nostalgia, or is there real reasoning to it? And it sounds to me as though the argument that Payday 3 doesn't have any depth is bullshit, but it lacks depth in some very key areas. See what I mean? It's that kind of attitude. Crime Boss has what Payday 3 is missing. To an extent, I would say, yeah. Even now, having various types of maps for like bank heists and things like that. It's cool. Anyway, I feel like I went off on like a tangent there, so let's see what people are saying. Shudder Raid was rumored in the making for Payday 3. I'm telling you now, that heist will come to Payday 3. It's not confirmed. I don't know anything about it coming out. I'm telling you, it's just going to happen. They'd be stupid not to add it. I bet a small mechanic is getting a sieve to open a vault like someone else said. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Definitely think a notable amount of people have extreme rose-tinted glasses about Payday 2. Yeah, they absolutely do. That will play a part in it, and you cannot deny that. I think some of the criticism is true, but I think nostalgia is a very powerful thing, and it can be weaponized. And I think, especially in the comparisons between Payday 2 and 3, it's weaponized very strongly. Can you show your gun's customization menu, Troy, so that I can copycat yours, Grinners? What, you want the exact same SMG as I've got? Sure, if you want to have a quick look. You can just, I'll just run it through really quickly, and you can clip it, and then just pause it at points, rather than take millions of years. Payday 3 does have depth, but it can feel like the gaming equivalent of a half-eaten sandwich. I will not explain what that means. To be honest, Rhubarb, you don't even need to explain it. That just makes sense. Also, hello, Golden Rhubarb. Welcome. Shout out the lady behind the thumbnail for today. I mean, she didn't make it directly for the thumbnail, but I just pulled it and she put it in Discord, and I just nabbed it and went, that's a cool thumbnail. As I often do with renders from Swiss and Rhubarb. Okay, so here is my very quick thing for you to clip. So, War 45 SMG. So you can see there, snub silencer, extended mag, minimized hook stock, angle ghost grip, tack grip, classic RDS. Although, I'm going to immediately now swap the tack grip for the perforated grip because I wanted that. So there you go. Clip that if you want it. Oh, the colours. Oh. There you go. Oh. Where the fuck is my window? There it is. Just screenshot that. Easy done. 3, 2, 1, bam. As long as I have an excuse to use SFM more, I don't mind. I really appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And as I've said to you directly, Rhubarb, if I get to a point where I can probably commission you two to do these things for me, I would love to do that. It's just right now, bro, it's just not got the fucking cash for that. I don't have the facilities for that, big man. Okay, I kind of feel like I've had enough, chat. I kind of feel like I've had enough. As long as I have an excuse to use SFM more, I don't mind. Yeah. Oh, I've read that. Sorry, I was trying to read Dom's. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for chatting. Appreciate you being here, Dom. Appreciate you being here. So, I said I'd play Crime Boss. What if someone did 30 quid on the donation? I didn't expect anyone to do it. No one's done it, so I think... I mean, realistically, I probably wouldn't have jumped to it anyway. If someone had donated it, I would have done, but I wasn't considering it beyond that, so... Yeah, I think right now, my enjoyment for Payday 3 is dipping a bit, and it's only because there's just not enough reasons for me to be playing it at this moment. I don't think this event has been executed nearly well enough to maintain interest, and it had the job to do that. It should have done that. And I don't think it's accomplished it. So, solo stealth bet. I should, but I'll be honest, I just don't think it can be asked today. Which I know sounds really boring, but I think I'll leave it. Yeah, I think I'll leave it today, folks. I think I will. We will do a Payday 3 stream next week. Don't know what day it'll be. I'll let you all know. But as I've said, before everyone starts to dip out, I just want to reiterate what I was saying earlier. To everyone who's watching, by the way, if you haven't already pressed the follow button, please do press it. I would greatly appreciate it. However, just to reiterate points I made earlier, I want to try and get more reliable with stream frequency, but I am going to start bringing in other games into streams again. I liked doing variety stuff, and I kind of miss it now. I was enjoying the no-lifing Payday 3 and Crime Boss for a bit, but especially, as I've said now, with me not enjoying Payday 3 as much now in this lull, and with some of the initial hype on Crime Boss's Steam launch dying down a bit, now's, thank you very much, Borka the God, for the follow. Now I think it's a good time to mix things up. Now is a good time to try other things. It's not stopping Payday 3 or Crime Boss, it's just bringing in other things. Where I would do 3 or 4 of those, I'd do maybe a couple of other things. You see what I mean? So, keep an eye out. All I ask is what I always ask, is if you do enjoy these streams, you enjoy me hanging out and chatting, that same energy is there for other games. So even if it's one that you think, I'm not very interested in this, come along, give it a try. It might be that me playing it is enough to be enjoyable for you. It might not be, and that's fair, but if you're willing to give it a try, please do. I would appreciate it. But that's all I would ask. That's all I would ask. Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I am planning on returning to Baldur's Gate 3 soon. I need to get back into it casually first, and then I will re-begin the stream series. We finished at the end of Act 1. I really want to carry on with Ava's story with Act 2, so that will come soon enough. So, yeah. You should try the first Descendants. I already did with you, Tony, as you know. I was not a big fan. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the stream, make sure you're already following. If you're not already following, if you are following, subscribe if you want, if you can afford to. If you got Twitch Prime and you haven't used your Prime sub, use it on someone, even if it's not me. Make sure it gets used, because otherwise it's wasted every month, and it does support streamers. But remember, as per usual, you can join the Discord server right here, and my link tree is right there. Noelle was just on it, was just ready. I think she did both of them, but either way, I've done them again regardless. So you can check out the Discord server to chat to me whenever you want, because I'm terminally online, and the link tree for everything else. New video coming probably on Tuesday next week, where I'll talk about Mania in detail and really share some of the thoughts that I've had on stream in a more refined way. And then several streams next week. I'm gonna set myself a goal to do 3 streams a week, because I'm really not committing enough to it, and that's a problem, and I want to address that problem. So, you know, a Payday stream a week and then try and pick other things. That's the plan. And all I ask, like I said, is if you guys see that I'm live, give the stream a try. I'd really appreciate it. I think it'd be really cool to have more people on board. You know, Noelle only came for the Twitch drops for Texas Heat back in the day, and look at her now, one of the most frequent and regularly occurring mods, if not the most frequent mod in Twitch chat. It can happen. It can happen, you know? It can happen. Right, enough waffling and shit talking from me. Who's live streaming Payday 3 right now that we can raid? If anyone. Hopefully someone is. Commander CH. Have I raided Commander CH before? I don't think I have. Or maybe I have. I don't know. My brain, it don't work good. But we're going to raid him anyway. Just on the off chance that you guys haven't got your Twitch drops yet. I imagine everyone's got them, but I didn't stream for 3 hours, so in case anyone was just getting them, go and join his stream to get the rest of them. But thank you all, as I said, for hanging out. I'll see you all next week. What I would like to do is try and have a stream schedule. I know I said it earlier in the stream that I wouldn't pick 3 specific days, but I would like to try. So if I can, I'll do it, and I'll post what stream is happening on what days and try and stick to them and get into a proper flow. I will try. Hold me to it. Bug me about it. Like, honestly, I could do with the nagging. And I'll get the VOD channel up to date. That's the other thing. Last thing, if you want to watch the streams back on YouTube, VOD channel link's there. Right. You've seen enough of my face for tonight, I think, folks, so I will go raid Commander CH. Thank you all for watching. Much love, and I will see you all soon.